What would you like about that one the most? Obviously, a really good team. You guys are shorthanded, come out and really play well.
Next man up mentality. So many guys came in and stepped up phenomenally throughout the game and, made plays on both ends of the floor is that, it was a very collective win. And like I said, even though a lot of guys are out, like I said, it's an opportunity for guys to show themselves and, really come take advantage of, opportunities. And these guys did that phenomenally tonight.
Yourself as well. It seems like Chauncey mentioned it in the last game, and then tonight, really kind of filling up the stat sheet. Played great on Durant as well. Like you're
just doing what I always said I'm gonna do. But like you said, it's just now that we're shorthanded and a lot of guys are out, it's just doing a little bit more. Like I said, my approaches come a little bit more because, like I said, I have to lock in a little bit longer because, like I said, with so many people out. I got to be the vocal point of this team. I'm the most veteran on the team right now. Me and Ben. So me, Ben, and Tony out there playing. Like I said, I'm the head of the defense right now, and like I said, I just got to keep keeping guys locked in, and like I said, that's an opportunity for me to even show more for myself and bring more out of me.
Did your, I don't know if mentality is the right word, but maybe your approach change when you were moved out of the starting lineup? Was anything different for you? It seems like you're playing better, honestly.
No, my mentality never changed. My approach never changed. Just because I wasn't starting didn't mean that anything was going to be different. I was still going to do the same thing that I was doing. It's just the only thing was me and Larry just flip-flops positions. But, when it comes down to it, I bring the same thing to this team every single time I step on the floor. And just because I wasn't in the starting unit doesn't mean it was going to change. Like, if anything, it was just going to give me more. Like I said, that secondary unit, being the vocal point of that defensive unit. Like I said, because my whole thing is defense. And over the last couple of games, we've really stepped up. And that's what it's going to take, with guys out. It's an opportunity for everyone, including myself. And like I said, the value that I bring to this team is really thriving. Like I said, and I just keep doing the little things. Like I want to see these guys succeed in so many ways. And like I said, I want to be the guy that leads them out there. And right now, we're doing a phenomenal job, and everyone's doing it collectively. Like I said, it's a main thing of the next man up mentality. And guys are getting the opportunity to really focus and show themselves, and bring something to the table when guys are stepping up. Trendon, Dennis, CJ, Tony, Ben, all these guys are getting major opportunities. Ant's been exploded. Nas has been phenomenal. Nurk is dominating. So that's what the opportunity is giving these guys is because a lot of people are out. Guys are really stepping up and taking on that focal point. So that's what the next man up mentality is. And like I said, until guys come back, we're gonna hold down the fort. And like I said, if we keep this same approach and keep this same mental, it's a lot that these guys can do.
Specifically about CJ and Trendon, what have been your impressions of those two? They've probably been the biggest surprises so far.
The attention to detail. Trendon has went from not playing at all to he's a major rotation player now. With Larry going down, it's an opportunity for you to step up, and he's responded, and that's what it takes. For you to get the rotations and get the minutes and everything it takes for you to get out there in that moment to understand what you can and can't do and get a feel for the game. When we not playing, it's much harder for you to get a feel for the game. And like I said, CJ has came in and stepped up big. Trendon has went from, like I said, not playing to he's going to be in the rotation until Larry comes back. So taking full advantage of that. And like you said, it gives you a confidence. A lot of things, you see things that you work on and translate to the game. That's all you can ask for. And like you said, once you see that hard work that you're putting in behind closed doors to be put on the forefront, that's what it's about. And these guys are constantly in the gym working, constantly in the gym. It's not a day that I don't see them guys working. And I'm seeing it translate on the court, and that's what it's all about. Like I said, for them, it's more and more the opportunity. I've been in that position before where, not playing to then playing, and then going down to the G League, and this team is big on development. So, but they're doing it here. I was fortunate that I went to the G League and I got the reps and got the minutes and everything to get a feel for it that way. These guys aren't getting the opportunity to get it when they can. So, but they've taken a great approach, and as more and more they get the minutes, I think these guys will get more and more comfortable with everything.
Get a certain satisfaction from seeing second-round guys kind of find their spot in this league?
For me, it's anybody. I'm a guy that went undrafted.
Right.
So for me, it doesn't matter if you're first round pick, second round pick, undrafted. I just want to see guys succeed. When you put the work in and you are, constantly soaking up knowledge and everything, that's what it's all about. I don't care who it is. When you working and when you putting that time in, that's what I care about the most, is seeing your work be fulfilled and, be put on blast and shown. And that's what them guys have really done so far.
Take one from the Zoom. Agent Ford, go ahead.
Rocco, you said that your mentality never changes whether you were starting or coming off the bench. When and how did you develop the ability to not let extenuating circumstances or external circumstances, like whether you're starting or not, affect the way you play each and every game?
Because my impact is about how I deliver how I approach the game, and each and every day that I come in, like I said, my focal point is about defense and what can I bring to the team, and that doesn't mean whether it's in the starting lineup or if I come off the bench. It's about what I do for this team as a whole. It's gonna be times where I'm gonna be asked to do certain things, and I'm gonna do it because that's just the type of player that I am. I'm a guy that, does the little things no matter what, because if it's going to help us win, that's all I care about. I'm not a guy that cares about stats. I'm not care about none of that. As long as we win and we get a W in the win column, that's all that matters. I've never cared about that. And, my entire career, I've never been that type of player. It's been played at times where I've come off the bench. It's been times where I've started. Majority of my career, I've started. But, it's not about whether you start or not. It's about what you do when you in the game. And, when you have that presence, like you said, regardless of winning, it's about what you do on that game is going to dictate how your game goes. And, sometimes you can start and then not play, when it comes down to crunch time, or, you can not start and then play in the crunch time. So it really doesn't matter. It's just about how you, approach it. And no matter what, when Chauncey approached me and said that, I was like, okay. It wasn't no rebuttal. It wasn't no, we switching things up. Okay, cool, let's see if it works. It wasn't no conversation afterwards or this or anything. Just moved on. Okay, let's see how this works. Because that's the type of player I am. That's the type of mentality I have. And, I'm all for what's going to help the team. That's how I am. That's how I've been built. And that's how I'm going to move, for my entire career.
Mr. Saltis, 14A, go ahead.
Hello, Rocco. Great game, first of all. What kind of relief for you to be on the court, to be so productive, so effective from your team on tonight's game? And speaking about unfairness game, what impressed you most about his calmness, about his maturity on the floor?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand nothing you said. It was breaking up.
So, about Anthony's maturity and his play on the floor.
Ant has been working on his game for years. And, with Dame, CJ being out, now the ball's in his hand a lot more. And, with him having the basketball in his hand a lot more, you seeing him make a lot of reads and a lot of plays and, facilitating our offense and, making the right reads. Because, like you said, when it comes down to it, he was the head of the secondary offense. So, him stepping up big the way he's been, like I said, that's just a major confidence booster. And you love to see it. You love to see a kid that's working on his game constantly, getting the praise and recognition for it. And the amount of, things that he's been doing and putting on blast, y'all don't see the amount of work that he puts in behind closed doors. Every day is not a day that Ant doesn't come in and work. Same with Nas. Them guys are always in the gym early, putting in work. And, like I said, just soaking up knowledge. And now that these guys are out, they're taking full advantage of the opportunity.